to 1 over x. Okay, we're gonna continue with that. Now we're gonna use green for the second derivative. Here, second derivative. By differentiation, it will be d over dx. Wait, no, there's 1 4 there now. There's 1 4 on the side. Here, there's 1 4 on the side that's multiplied to it now. So 1 over 4 times d over dx, x minus 3, negative 3, 4. Okay, that will equal to 1 over 4 x. No, sorry. I think I might have to move it to this side because we have no space. Okay, by differentiation, right? It will equal to, you can pause the video anytime. You can do it, so you can do it on your own. It will equal to negative 3 over 4. Sorry. 1 over 4 times negative 3 over 4 times x minus 3 to the power of, okay, we minus 1 here again. So that'll become, what? That'll become, let me just double check. That'll become negative 7, 4 because 1 is technically 4 over 4, right? So 1 whole pizza again. And if we minus it to negative 3 over 4, it is correct. It's going to become negative 7 over 4. Negative 7 over 4 here, negative 7 over 4. And then this one is, we're going to have to do this one next. So it will be d over dx. No? D over dx. But here, remember, we told ourselves that if x is at the bottom, it can be just become x negative 1, right? So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to put 1 times here. And then d over dx, x negative 1 equals to 1 times negative 1 x negative 2. So that will be negative 1 x negative 2, because 1 times negative 1 is negative 1, and then will just be negative 2. So then that will continue going, and then we can change this from negative 2 to just 1 over x to the power of 2. And then we found that, so now we find the second derivative, which is, yeah, this 2 together. If we multiplied it, it will become negative 3, 16. So the way we multiply it is 3 times 1 is 3, and then since it's negative, so there's negative here, and then 4 times 4 is 16, so it'll become 16, 3 over 16. And then 3 over 16, the whole thing is going to become negative 3 over 16. Damn, that's a long thing. X minus 3, negative 7 over 4 here, negative 7 over 4 minus 1 over x squared. That's the second derivative, and now we have to plug in 4 because it's telling us to plug in 4. After all that hard work, we have to plug in 4. We can now finally plug in 4. I'm sorry. Plug in 4, or we don't even have to write it down. It's just, no, for aesthetic purposes, I'm just gonna do this, which is equals to negative 3, 16, because remember, this is the second derivative, right? This is the first derivative, this is the second derivative. Oh, yeah, first derivative, and then second derivative, and then it will become, and it's telling us to find 4, to input 4 in the second derivative, because there's 2 little lines there. So then it becomes negative 3 over 16, then this becomes 4 minus 3, negative 7 over 4 minus 1 4 squared. Now how the hell am I supposed to answer this in the examination? Let's see, how did it even answer it? Okay, negative 7 Okay, that's pretty good actually. Okay. Mm-hmm. 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 Oh, wait, like it was a minute because I'm asking where did negative 3 over 16 go. Okay, so it's suddenly not here when we're calculating this. So let me check. Mm-hmm. Okay, but this still doesn't explain it still doesn't explain it though. Okay, let's try to do this one by one. Okay, let's try to do this one by one. Okay, so negative 316, when we do the ones in the bracket first, it will become 1. And then that will become 1 to the power of negative 7 over 4, which is just equal to 1. Whenever you do something that has a power, whenever you do something, any degree, whatever it is, it could just be like 1 to the power of 100. It will still equal to 1. So whatever it is, it will still just equal to 1, right? Sometimes the value of 1 might change. So let's say, for example, negative 1 is very tricky. Negative 1 to the power of 2 will be positive 1. But from my recollection, if it's just 1, whatever number it is, it will most likely just be 1. So we'll keep going. We'll try to follow whatever the hell Copilot is saying. So yeah, negative 3 over 16 becomes 1 over negative 7 over 4. This automatically just becomes 1. So then, later when we write it down, here, because it's just going to be negative 3 over 16 times 1, it's going to become just negative 3 over 16 down here, and then minus 1 over 4 square. And remember, 4 square means 4 times 4, which is 16. Okay, so we'll keep going with that. 1 over 16 then. So minus 1 over 16. And the good thing is they both have the same denominator. Earlier in earlier videos, we had to change it to a different denominator. So that's good. They both have the same denominator. So ultimately, the answer is negative 4 over 16. I believe, which is equals to, if we simplify it, negative 1 over 8. So that's how we get the answer, negative 1 over 8, which is C. Yeah.